Book of James. We're going back to it. So last time we read verses 1 through 8. Now we're going to read verses 9 through 11. So this is the perspective of rich and poor. Now consider the things of this world and consider things of heavenly things. And James, who's the half-brother of Jesus that we found out in the last video, he was known to have calluses on his knees for how much he got down on his knees and prayed. And he didn't believe who his half-brother Jesus was until he was resurrected and he had a special meeting with him. So that changed his heart. And he was actually one of the church leaders in Jerusalem. So I know he said to the 12 tribes scattered throughout the area. So he's talking to the Jewish Christians. But the book of James is amazing because it's very practical and it's very in your face. Like, we need that every once in a while, actually quite a bit. So I'm going to read. I want you to read back through this after we're done and marinate on it, chew on it. Okay. This isn't milk. This is meat. You need to chew on it and digest it and pray that the Lord opens your heart to it. So we'll continue. To switch up the scenery. It's way too nice to not be outside. So, chapter 1, verse 9. My Bible says, the perspective of rich and poor. Let the lowly brother glory in his exaltation, but the rich in his humiliation, because as a flower of the field he will pass away. For no sooner has the sun risen with a burning heat that it withers the grass. Its flower falls, and its beautiful appearances perishes. So the rich man will fade. The rich man will also fade away in his pursuits. So the commentary in my Bible says, believers who are poor should be glad that riches mean nothing to God. So you can have all the wealth in the world, but if you don't have God, you have nothing. So that's awesome. So if you don't have much, it doesn't really mean much to God how much you have or how much you don't have. It's whether you know who God is. Otherwise, they would be considered unworthy. So believers who are poor should be glad that the riches mean nothing to God. Otherwise, they would be considered unworthy. Makes sense. Those who are rich should be glad that money means nothing to God because they can easily lose it. Yeah, absolutely. You can have all the wealth in the world, but it can be gone pretty quick. But still, none of that means anything to God. We find true wealth by developing our spiritual lives, not by developing our financial assets. The things of this world, your portfolio, your career, all those things doesn't mean anything. It means a lot to the world, but it doesn't mean much to God. God cares about us, not about our accumulation of earthly treasures. Okay? And if he does give you a bunch of stuff, well, it's never yours to begin with. It's his. So what are you doing with what has been given? And it says at the end, it says, strive to treat other people as Christ would treat them. So this is a Life Application Study Bible, and this is the New King James Version. So I highly recommend, if you do have a Bible, please have more than one. It's good to have study, commentary, all those things, but do go back to the Word. Always go back to the Word. You can go through all the commentary, but go back to the Word, and usually what's coming before, coming after makes all the world of difference. Hope this is a blessing to you.